it's Jennifer Thompson here from Social Media Illumination, helping you to light up the web. Okay, now today I want to answer a question, or at least start to answer a question that was asked me on my Facebook page. A couple of days ago, somebody said that they really enjoyed my videos, but they were wondering how I created the intro slides and the outro slides so that it had that polished professional look. Well, I'm not a graphic designer. I'm really not very talented in that area at all, but I have found ways to make these that look professional and work. There's more than one way of doing it depending on what kind of software you're using. So what I'll do is start talking you through the basics today of what I do to get started, and then probably finish it off in another video tomorrow and maybe the next day. So if you want to know what I do, let's go and find out. Let's head on over to the screen. Okay, here we are at the screen, and what you can see here in front of you is a PowerPoint presentation that I have. I'm on a Mac, so this is actually a keynote presentation, but of course you may well use it as a PowerPoint if you're on PC. So what I do is I use PowerPoint to create my slides. So the first thing I'd do on a nice blank slide is I would get in some of the essential components. The first thing I'm going to do is add my logo in. Where is it? Here we go. You can see quite simply there, I've got the logo there, and I can just size it so it fits the full screen or near enough. And then I can add in a text box, and in that text box I can type whatever I wish. So obviously what I'm doing is creating intro slides, so I'm going to put my name in there and the company that I'm from, all of those important details that people need to know. What I'll do in a minute after that is add a picture of myself there, just to help with that brand recognition, and if people are looking for me later on, they'll be able to find me more easily, because of course your profile picture is one of the ways that people recognise you around the web. So let's find that, pictures of me, here we go. And I've done a new one today because, well, quite frankly, I've changed a lot since my last one was taken. It's only a year and a half ago, but it's amazing how much you can change in that time, particularly as my hair has changed colour almost completely. So there's a new shot of me, and that's obviously, it's based in my office as well, which is how a lot of you see me on the YouTube video. So now I'm much more recognisable. So I start putting all of these bits together to create the look that I want to create. Now, in the best Blue Peter tradition, here are some that I've done earlier. So that's the finished slide that I've created there. You can see it's got my picture on there. I've changed the font so I'm happier with it, and the colour tags in. And I've also got this background effect here. And I've chosen that just by using a different theme to the slide. So it's quite easy to do that with anything that you want to. What I would do then is simply use some screen grab software to turn that into a photograph. So mine's called Grab It, but there's lots of different freeware screen grab softwares out there. Don't know what you might or might not use. But what I do is I decide to capture a selection. So I'm not capturing the whole screen, I'm choosing what to capture. And then if I bring my cursor on there, I can simply draw a line to make it the size that I want to make it. There you go. You see it's created now a picture with that in. And it is a full picture. And then I can just give that picture a name and save it to my desktop. And we'll just call that test. Now, again, in best Blue Peter tradition, I've gone on to ones that I've made earlier. I specifically wanted to get rid of these little bits, but I wanted the silver around it. So I've taken that photo, and now you see I've inserted that photograph into my PowerPoint. At this point in time, really, it's then time to play around with your PowerPoint and make it do pretty things. Now, again, as I say, I use Mac, so we have what's called the inspector here. And that inspector will allow you to add transitions to the slide and change all kinds of things that you want to on the slide. If you're on PowerPoint, obviously it comes up slightly differently, but the effect is the same. If we look at this particular slide, and we look at the picture on it, this is the picture, what I've done is I've put a sparkle effect on that picture. I've done this because my byline is about helping you light up the web. So a bit of sparkle, a bit of glitz really adds a little bit of something to it. And I've already gone through them and set a variety of different transitions so that they will fade in and fade out as I want them to. What I do then is literally film it. Now, in order to do that, I need to make it full screen. I need to make sure I'm on the first slide. And as you'll see here down the side, I've put a couple of black slides in because those are my transitions. So one slide is for the beginning of the video and one is for the end. So if we play that now, you'll see that those slides then fill the screen and you can see my sparkle effect going across there. And then what you'll see in a minute, it fades out. And I've got a good second or two to stop and cut the film there. Then, as you'll see, it goes on. And now it's got my Facebook page on there separately, how you can find it, and it's got all of the other details of where you'll find it. So I'm going to leave it there for now and let you watch the end of my little slides, and hopefully you'll find me on all of these other places. Don't forget to click like and share this video if you found it useful. Thanks ever so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care.